is Schramek. Have you ever wondered where the worldwide pandemic COVID-19 started or originated? Being that the virus is so widespread, I have wondered where it came from too. The virus could have come from anywhere, but recent research has led me to believe that it originated in Wuhan, China. Researchers studying the spread of the virus pinpoints COVID-19's origin to a wet market, or live animal market in Wuhan. Though experts haven't ruled out the possibility that the pathogen could have been brought to the market by an already infected person, there is no evidence to suggest COVID-19 originated outside the country. Based on genomic sequencing analysis, scientists concluded that the most likely origin for COVID-19 followed one of two possible scenarios. In one scenario, the virus evolved to its current pathogenic state through natural selection in a non-human host, then jumped to humans. This is how previous coronavirus outbreaks have emerged, with humans contracting the virus after direct exposure to camels, which caused MERS, and civets, which caused SARS. The scientists proposed bats as the most likely reservoir for COVID-19, as it is very similar to a bat coronavirus. Although there are no documented cases of direct bat-to-human transmission, there may have been an intermediate host between bats and humans. In this scenario, both distinctive features of COVID-19 spike protein, the RBD portion that binds to cells, and the cleavage site that opens the virus up, would have evolved to their current state before entering humans. In this case, the current epidemic would probably have emerged rapidly as soon as humans were infected, as the virus would have already evolved the features that make it pathogenic or able to make you sick, and the features that make it able to spread between people. In the other scenario, a non-pathogenic version of the virus jumped from an animal host into humans and then evolved to its current pathogenic state within the human population. Coronaviruses from pangolins, armadillo-like animals commonly seen in Asia and Africa, have an RBD structure very similar to that of COVID-19. A coronavirus from a pangolin could have possibly been transmitted to a human, either directly or through an intermediary host, like civets or ferrets. Then, the other distinct spike protein characteristic of COVID-19, the cleavage site, could have evolved within a human host, possibly via limited, undetected circulation in the human population before the beginning of the epidemic. Researchers have found that the COVID-19 cleavage site appears similar to the cleavage sites of strains of bird flu, which transmits easily through people. COVID-19 could have evolved such a virulent cleavage site in human cells and soon kicked off the current epidemic. The coronavirus would possibly have become far more capable of spreading between people. In the U.S., including the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, Guam, the Northern Mariana Islands, and the U.S. Virgin Islands, there are 308,565 total documented cases and 8,383 total deaths, and these numbers are increasing by the thousands every single day. The first reported case in the U.S. was on January 20th, 2020. On January 19th, a 35-year-old man went to an urgent care clinic in Snohomish County, Washington, with a cough and fever. He had recently visited family in Wuhan, China, the origin site of the virus. The virus then spread throughout the U.S. rapidly. In New York, there are 113,833 cases and 3,565 deaths due to COVID-19. Although so many people have contracted the virus in the U.S., 14,616 people have already recovered from it. Through my research on COVID-19, I have learned that it started at a wet market in the Chinese town of Wuhan. It was in Wuhan where the first case was reported as pneumonia of unknown cause. On December 31st, 2019, doctors are still unsure as to which scenario is most likely. All they know is that COVID-19 is spreading very fast. As of April 4th, there are 1,141,190 confirmed cases and 60,959 total deaths worldwide. Some of the best ways to prevent the virus is to wash your hands, stay at home as much as possible, and when you do go out, make sure to keep a safe distance.